Welcome to Southwest Desert, where adventure meets the arid beauty of the American Southwest. Join me as we explore Southwest's lost historical characters, stunning desert vistas, forgotten Native American history, or tales of lost gold mines. There's always something new to discover. Subscribe now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our latest desert adventures. Let's journey together into the heart of the Southwest Desert. Sit back and enjoy. Welcome to Southwest Desert, where we bring you stories of adventure, mystery, and the untamed Southwest frontier. Today, we're diving into a tale that has captivated the imagination of prospectors and history buffs for over a century: the legend of Pish-la-ki, the lost Navajo silver mine. It's the late 1800s, and the American West is still a land of opportunity and danger. The Navajo Nation, spanning parts of Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah, holds secrets that few outsiders have ever glimpsed. Among these secrets is a silver deposit so rich that it can be worked straight out of the ground. Our story begins with whispers and rumors. Traders on the fringes of Navajo and Ute territory start noticing something peculiar. The Navajo people are bringing in silver jewelry, bracelets and rings, made from native silver of extraordinary purity. Word of this mysterious silver source begins to spread, reaching the ears of ambitious prospectors dreaming of striking it rich. One such prospector was Jack Merrick, a man working the mines in Colorado. Intrigued by the tales of Navajo silver, Merrick decided to risk it all. He knew the dangers. The Navajo were notoriously hostile to outsiders at the time, but the lure of untold riches was too strong to resist. After carefully preparing and gathering supplies, Merrick set out into Navajo country. For months he searched, always on guard, always watching for signs of the elusive silver deposit. And then, against all odds, he found it. Imagine the excitement Merrick must have felt as he rode into Durango, Colorado, his saddlebags heavy with silver ore. When the assay results came back, they were beyond his wildest dreams: $800 to the ton. In today's money, that's an astronomical sum. Flush with success and eager to extract more of this incredible wealth, Merrick knew he needed help. Enter Mitchell, a 21-year-old fresh-faced youth who had recently arrived out west seeking his fortune. When Merrick offered him the chance to join in on a return trip to the silver mine, Mitchell jumped at the opportunity. Thank you for joining your desert frontiersman Alan for another Southwest adventure. If you would like to help support my channel and time, hit the super thanks heart icon on the bottom of the video and contribute. This is very helpful. Relax and enjoy. Please forgive any mispronunciations. It was 1880, and these two men, separated by years of experience but united in their quest for riches, set out together into the harsh and unforgiving landscape of what we now call Monument Valley. Weeks passed with no word from Merrick and Mitchell. Then, through the intricate network of Native American communication, disturbing news reached the mining camps. The two prospectors had been killed. A well-armed party immediately set out from the Rico mines to investigate. Their destination? The Hogan of Hosteen, an elderly Navajo chief known for his influence over the northern reservation Indians. Hosteen was no stranger to conflict with white settlers. He had famously escaped Colonel Kit Carson's roundup of Navajos at Canyon de Chelly in 1863. When confronted, Hosteen didn't deny knowledge of the murders, but he was quick to absolve his people of blame. According to the chief, it was a band of Utes, led by a warrior known as No Neck, who had committed the crime. Hosteen led the search party to the scene of the killings. What they found was a grisly sight. Only the bones of Merrick and Mitchell remained, picked clean by coyotes and vultures. Their horses and camp equipment were gone, but tellingly, heavy bags of high-grade silver ore were found at the campsite. The story, as relayed by Hosteen, was one of sudden violence and desperate flight. The Utes had attacked in the dead of night. Mitchell was killed instantly, but Merrick, though wounded, managed to escape into the darkness. When dawn broke, the Utes tracked him down and finished what they had started. The bones of Merrick and Mitchell were buried near the bases of two prominent buttes in Monument Valley. In a poignant tribute, these natural monuments were named after the ill-fated prospectors. Today, visitors to Monument Valley can see Merrick Butte and Mitchell Mesa standing as silent sentinels to a tragic tale of greed and violence. Fast forward to 1939. Charles Kelly, a historian from Torrey, Utah, traveled to Monument Valley to interview Hosteen Begay, the son of the old chief who had died in 1912. Now 81 years old, Hosteen Begay confirmed the existence of Pish-la-ki, the legendary silver mine. According to the chief's son, only 7 Navajos had ever known the location of Pish-la-ki, with his father being the last. He spoke of another Navajo who, on his deathbed, had tried to pass the secret to his son, but the knowledge was lost. Hosteen Begay's account highlights a fundamental difference between the Navajo worldview and that of the white prospectors. For most Navajos, the earth was sacred, life-giving. The idea of mining, of tearing minerals from the ground, was seen as a violation of their religious beliefs. This cultural divide adds another layer of complexity to the legend of Pish-la-ki. It wasn't just a hidden treasure. It was a secret protected by both physical isolation and spiritual taboo. Now, let's fast forward to the mid-20th century and introduce a new character to our story, Harry Goulding. Goulding ran a trading post in Monument Valley and had spent much of his life among the Navajo. He was known for his fair dealings and was deeply respected by the local community. Goulding believed in the legend of Pish-la-ki. Over the years, through conversations with a Navajo man we'll call Hosteen Yazzi, not his real name, Goulding became convinced that the mine still existed, hidden somewhere in the vast expanse of northern Arizona or southern Utah. Years passed and Hosteen Yazzi's family fell on hard times. They were struggling to put food on the table. It was then that Goulding made a proposition. He would provide pack animals and supplies for Yazzi to go to the mine alone and bring back enough silver to feed his family. At first, Yazzi was reluctant. The curse of the gods weighed heavily on his mind. But as his family's situation worsened, he finally agreed to Goulding's plan. Picture the scene: a string of pack burros, loaded with supplies, setting out from Goulding's trading post early one fall morning. Hosteen Yazzi, likely feeling a mix of hope and trepidation, leading them into the wilderness. Days passed. The weather turned foul, cold, and rainy. Goulding worried about his friend but hoped for the best. 6 days after setting out, Hosteen Yazzi staggered back to the trading post. He was alone, without pack animals or supplies. His body was racked with coughing, and fear haunted his eyes. In his native Navajo, which Goulding understood fluently, Yazzi told a tale of divine retribution. The gods, he said, were angry. They had sent bitter cold winds that numbed his extremities and drenched him with rain. Flash floods had filled the arroyos, blocking his path. Goulding did what he could for his friend. He and his wife Mike put Yazzi to bed and cared for him. When the weather cleared, Goulding went out and recovered the pack animals and what was left of the supplies. But Hosteen Yazzi didn't bounce back quickly. His cough persisted, and more than that, he was deeply troubled. In his mind, he had angered the gods, and now he was paying the price. Understanding the depth of Yazzi's spiritual crisis, Goulding took action. He called in Navajo medicine men to perform a sing, a traditional healing ceremony for his friend. This wasn't a small undertaking. The ceremony cost Goulding over $100, a significant sum at the time. And so we come to the end of our tale, but not to the end of the legend. Somewhere out there, among the towering mesas and deep canyons of Navajo country, the silver of Pish-la-ki may still lie hidden. Harry Goulding believed it until the day he died, though he never again tried to find it. The story of Pish-la-ki is more than just a tale of lost treasure. It's a story about the clash of cultures, the power of belief, and the enduring mysteries of the American West. It reminds us that sometimes the greatest treasures are not meant to be found, but to inspire our imaginations and fuel our sense of wonder. As we look out over the breathtaking landscapes of Monument Valley, we can't help but wonder, what other secrets might these ancient lands hold? And perhaps more importantly, should some secrets remain undiscovered, protected by the very land that holds them? This has been Southwest Desert. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of Navajo country and the enigma of the lost silver mine. Until next time, keep exploring, keep wondering, and remember, the greatest adventures are often the ones that remain just out of reach. Happy trails. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more great content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.